Well, how's it going, crew? John here from EXPO with another inventory video for you guys today. And it's been raining on and off, so I haven't been able to get out and do a performance run. So I'm just going to do a quick walk around here at our Yatomi yard and just show you guys around real quick. Probably wait for the weather to be a little bit better to head out, but definitely wanted to get this inventory video out to you guys a bit quicker than usual, so that you guys know what's going on here. And a lot of exciting news, but for now let's just get into this R32 here. And as you can tell, it is silver. Got a number of mods on here and a number of bolt-ons, so let's just explore. I'll hop into the interior and show you guys around. Well, here we are at the interior, and as you can see, we got a lot of OEM components here, and then not so OEM components. So they did put the bride fabric on both sides, actually. But right now, we'll just take a look at this dash here. And as you can see, there's a couple of holes where they put some gauges, I'm pretty sure, because a lot of the placement here, as you can see. And I'll try to get a little bit of this. Yeah. So it's in reasonable shape overall, with the exception of these holes, which if you're going to be putting gauges, that's, you're going to be putting something else there. So I'm pretty sure you'll replace it with your own. And the plastic is okay for the most part, a little bit warped, but not cracked there. Here on the dash center console area, a little bit of crack on there. Well, a little bit more than a little. And Carlos area audio deck and the AC units there. Actually, let me double check on that. I believe it was working. I think it's actually disconnected right now. Oh, hold on a sec. Oh, nope, it's all good. I just didn't turn it on all the way. Okay, so it only goes on low and high currently. But yeah. Ambient is reading a little bit higher, because it's actually about like 17 outside. So yeah, also got the turbo timer right there. And it says Tome, but this also says Razzo right there. So pretty solid. It's like a billet with a chrome coating on there. And you can see we got this newer shift boots. So the shift boot and the handbrake, both good. And now this isn't stock, but they did put like the little cup holder thing on there, so you have something to at least brace your drinks with. And over here we do have this boost gauge, as you can see, HKS. And they actually did get the trim painted on here. 70,000 kilometers, which I'm not sure if that is accurate or not. There was an asterisk on the paperwork, so it might have been changed out at some point. And we have this Momo Corsa steering wheel, which is pretty decent shape overall. It's not missing the badge right here, but yeah, still overall, like the condition of this leather and stuff is pretty good. And I'll step out of here for a moment so you guys can see. Driver's seat and passenger seat, a bit of wear, but not torn up, so that's good. And here you can see the carpets there. And in the back, you can see we have this center brace, so we get that chassis rigidity. It's a bit more helpful, which is pretty awesome for the handling, but maybe not as great as having a full cage. But it's also not as intrusive, so that's actually kind of nice. No sag in the headliner. And interestingly enough, what I did notice earlier was a lot of LEDs here and there. So that's when you turn on the accessory position on the ignition. And over here, you can also see in the rear we've got some LEDs there too. It's overall all right. Looks like it might be coming off actually due to the older adhesive. Now let me take a look again. Yeah, I think it actually, this one's wired up differently. The other ones on the interior are actually wired into the, the door circuit. So interesting. You also have strut bar in the back here. And I'll show you a bit more underneath here. They have the spare tire, but it appears that the jack is missing. But all the other accessories here are at least in this area. Yeah, so we'll probably put some adhesive there and have that stick a little bit better. See, it's a little bit weak. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you wanted to go further, you could RGB out your car here. But yeah, the carpet and everything is all right over there. But just had to at least show you the condition of that. As you can tell, they kind of had a little bit of the black and carbon thing going. And I'll show you actually the full walk around so you can see the condition of the exterior. I mean, the kit is really good on here. Definitely. They have the yellow tinted headlights. Like, the overall condition is pretty interesting. A little bit of wear around here. I'm not really sure if they got bumped or what, but yeah, this was part of the paint that had a little bit of issue there around the wheel well. The other side was all right, but this side, I'm not really sure if it got bumped or it's just some corrosion from all these years. Aftermarket exhaust. And I'll just show you underneath actually in a little bit. Let's go into the engine bay. Yeah, this one, so whenever they did get some nicks though, they did seal it up just to make sure that there wasn't any progression in that corrosion or anything like that. You see even right there. And here we are with the good old RB26. So we do have a number of bolt-ons on here, but I would argue that the tuning is not exactly there. So it's just around OEM performance, nothing too crazy. If they do some additional tuning, I'm pretty sure this thing will be pretty wicked, but we just have the intake and exhaust. We do have better cooling though. I mean, that reliability is very important there. We have the Evolve radiator with higher pressure radiator cap silicone hoses, which is always good. We do have an oil filter relocation kit and oil cooler up front here. But yeah, larger intercooler. So definitely it's capable of a lot more, but it's really just around OEM horsepower at this point, just a little bit more. Got the Tomei brake cylinder, the ABS protection sock there. Keep that heat down. Another oil catch can over here. But as you can see, like, the rest of it is pretty OEM for the most part. They did recoat this, which is interesting. So they really kept it in good shape. As you could tell from the areas where the paint is peeling a little bit on the cover, it's the OEM is the black top RB26. So they just tried to give it a matching silver look. But yeah, I like the recoated intake plenum there. It's definitely much better than seeing all the peeling. I mean, it's either, you know, if you sand it off or sandblast it and remove all the paint, or if you repaint it, it usually looks a lot better than half and half and getting all torn up. And so yeah, there's a lot of random doodads like HIDs and everything like that, so they did update things. But for the most part, it's just bolt-ons, so not all unified. And of course, for the boost gauge, they do have the lines going to the HKS little system there, and it sends the signal in. And here's some additional numbers for you guys to search on your favorite registry, and they'll be able to get you some pretty good information on there about this vehicle. And by the way, for those of you wondering where the oil cooler is, it is right in front of the AC condenser, so definitely in line for some good flow. And of course we have the clutch fan. Well, there you have it, folks. Another fine R32. This one could use a bit of work on some areas, but overall pretty decent shape. And just was hoping for a better day, but hey, it's not too cold. We've actually got a warm front coming through, and got some high winds tonight, so hopefully we'll have some better weather to be able to show this. If you guys want any other information, make sure to contact our sales team, info@jdm-expo.com, and you can contact them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And as always, we do have all sorts of other options, so if you wanted some additional mods, or if you're looking for something different, definitely forward those questions off to our sales team. And if you want something a little bit more stock or a little bit more modified, we got you covered there. So yeah, as always, guys, thanks for stopping by, and definitely hoping for some sunnier days as we head into the spring, and we'll get some more R32s and R33s for you. It's gonna be pretty cool. All right, stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.